Without further ado, I'd just like to introduce you to our presenter this evening. Is very successful and very enthusiastic and very excited about what he has to share with us this evening. So I'm not going to go too much further, just to say that he comes from Makanda, Grahamstown in the Eastern Cape. And I know there are people on this small town in the Eastern Cape. He can reach so many people. So I would just like to really warmly welcome Mr. Mark Hazell. Go for it, Mark. Thank you.
Jan, thank you very much. Just before I get going, can you see the image on the screen? You're muted, Jan?
Yes.
You can see it. Fantastic. Thank you, Andile.
Yes, I can see the image of the door.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And from my side to welcome to you all. And I'm going to put my video off. You don't need to see me. So I can keep track on what's happening on the other side of the screen here. So welcome. Yes, as it says, something that might just change your future. And I'm really hoping that you're going to see something here tonight that will make a huge difference to you. And I've titled the presentation tonight, A Journey of Possibility. We're on a mission to help others discover better health, financial freedom and purpose, a commitment to growth, high quality products, proven systems and training, and obviously a vision for legacy and creating an impact in our families, communities, and beyond. And it really is a privilege for me to be able to do this for you. It's a learning experience. I've had great fun putting this presentation together. I've had a bit of more gray hair than what's on the slide there. But perhaps just a little bit about myself first as a personal testimony to where I come from. My background is in horticulture and environmental management. We saw this business a number of years ago. I was very skeptical at the time that my wife was invited to have a look at the business, and she said, I'm going to go and have a look, and I'm not going to go on my own, and you need to go with me. We were needing some additional money at the time. And it was quite a story. It was a period of about 18 months before we eventually got along to a presentation similar to what you're going to see this evening. I was very skeptical and very negative. But what's very interesting for me this evening, as I've been reflecting on where I'm at in my life and where I am in the business, is that I've become aware that this business was a dream that was planted in my mind when I was about 13, 14. And I might touch on a few of those things as I go through the presentation. I didn't understand at the time. I went to a church event in Durban when we were living in Durban, and there was a Christian psychologist there, and the weekend camp that we had was on dreams, believe it or not. And I'm sure some of you this evening have got dreams. And I was very, very concerned about this repeating dream that I had that was just going on and on and on and on for absolutely ages. And I couldn't understand it. And so I said to her, can you interpret it for me and tell me what this dream is all about? She said, no, if not, I cannot, in fact. But if it's of God, in his own time, he will reveal it. And as you see on my slide here, that journey is still unfolding. Life continued with responsibilities and pressures and things. We moved from Durban to East London and eventually ended up in Grahamstown here, Makanda, as Jan called it. And my wife passed away just over a year ago, and suddenly this clarity began to emerge in terms of this dream that I'd had. And it's been a process of step by step, and doors are beginning to open in a new kind of a way. And I'm just so excited about this dream, because in the dream are a number of elements which are being fulfilled in what I'm doing this evening and what you will be involved in as well. And I'm just so aware that so many people who've had dreams in the past have impacted on the lives of others because they've had a dream, they've shared the dream, others have bought into the dream. And I don't want you to buy into my dream, but I want you to buy into your dream, because for me, what drives me is my sense of purpose, the fact of the people that we can involve ourselves in, and the possibilities that there are that come through this opportunity that you're going to see today for creating financial freedom, time freedom and legacy. And then I've learned so much through this business of living in by faith. But what is the reality that we're living in? You know, when we looked at the business, we were really in a bad way. We didn't have enough money for tires on the car, you know, food on the table and school fees at the same time. From what I understand, many people today are looking at this rising cost of living, issues of fuel and transport, and we've had some incredible increases in fuel of late, electricity, food, education, and health. And it might be any number of things that you yourself are finding is an issue. And you know, it's got past this thing of working harder. It's just not enough for many of us. It's not working harder. We've got to learn to work a bit smarter. So I ask you the question in terms of the dreams that you've got. What if there's more out there? Maybe you want to have a little bit more time for your family, time for yourself. When I looked at this business, I was chairman of 6 different organizations. I had no time for me, let alone for the family. We were in a state where financial freedom wasn't a thing. And maybe that's for you. You're wanting to have more money than what you've got to do more things or help more people have a greater impact. Maybe what you're looking for is vibrant health and energy. And one of the certain things, and Jan talked about my energy, I have a higher level of energy. This has become a dream, but it also comes through part of what I'm going to be sharing with you this evening. And the other thing that many of us are looking for is meaningful relationships, those relationships that are significant, that make a difference in our lives, or relationships that where we can make a difference as well. And that making a difference is really a very significant thing. And if you look at the slide here, you can see there's ideas of travel with that beautiful seascape. It looks very much like the Western Cape when you go around Betty's Bay, a beautiful part of the country. And just to be able to travel that in your own time and be free. Maybe you like to go somewhere where there's beautiful lakes, or maybe it's getting together with your friends, or having a walk on the beach with somebody significant, or just appreciating God's greatness and goodness. So, you know, sometimes that dream is planted a long time before we understand it, like happened in my own particular case. And as I've understood it, it's become more powerful. And for me, one of the things is why this works. Well, you know, this, what I'm going to show you, it meets a real need. People are searching for solutions. They have real dreams. You know, many of us, and most of us, want more out of life. You want to work within a proven system, which is simple, duplicatable, easy to follow. And if you put together consistent action, you know, small daily actions create big results. And I've really become aware that when a real need meets a real solution, a proven system, everyone wins. And so I'm going to take you through that system and you can see what happens. So let's say this is you. You have a dream, you have a why. What is that why that you have that you haven't yet fulfilled and that you would love to fulfill? Well, let's see what happens. You're going to partner with a company called Neolife. They've been around for over 60 years, operating in over 50 countries. They have a scientific advisory board that is really top-notch. The support systems, and the previous slide talked about systems that support you. And there's a range of incredible products. And the purpose of tonight is not to talk about the products. I know the products work. I'm a product of the products. I had a suspected heart attack many years ago, and the doctor who was treating me said, Mark, you've got the best healthcare products in the world. Start using them and you'll feel better. I have no medication whatsoever. I haven't had meds in the last 30 odd years, and I'm really grateful for that. I might have had something when I had a break in my foot, might have had something when I had a hernia repaired during COVID, but other than that, I have no medication for anything, not even for headaches. So that's part of the support that you're going to get. You're going to be associated with a company that is well established, operates internationally in over 55 markets around the world. And what are you going to do? Well, you're going to do some exciting things. One of them is you're going to start on your 3 daily success habits. And what do we do with that? Well, we should really change our shopping habits. And you change to the range of products that Neolife has, whether it be personal care, skin care, home care, or the nutritionals. And you, instead of buying from the supermarket, now you buy for yourself direct from Neolife. And you're buying at wholesale. And because you're buying at wholesale, you're getting the benefit of products that you're buying cheaper, and you're getting the experience of those products. And you'll see now how that works. Once you start using the products, you're going to get excited by what the products do and how they work. I'm really impressed across the range, whether it be the skincare which I use, whether it be the personal care which I use, whether it be the nutritionals, or whether it be the home care. And now that I'm on my own, I do a lot of the washing and stuff like that myself. And it's wonderful to use products that are non-toxic, non-caustic, etc. So you get excited, and therefore you want to start sharing, and we start to share the business concept. And this is really a very simple process. Let's say that's you, and you invite somebody along to have a look at the business, and you would say to them something like, would you be open to look at a way to generate an additional income over and above what you currently earn? Now, you're probably going to find 9 or 8 people will say, oh, no, I'm not really interested. Well, that's not the important thing. What's important is that somebody says yes. And over a period of time of asking that valuable question without talking about the company, without talking about the products, you will find that you've got 6 people who get started. And they will start to do what you're doing. They will start to use the products. And how does that work? Well, you're going to find as you use the products, you're going to create some volume. And as you create volume, you're going to make a profit on what you sell to other people. And you're going to create points because every one of the products has a different point value. The reason being, our company operates internationally, and it means that we can compare businesses around the world, irrespective of inflation, irrespective of change of years or currency. So that's you. You've got a few customers that you're servicing on a regular basis. You're making profit on what they buy at 20%, but you are saving 20% on everything that you buy because you are a Neolife distributor. And let's see what happens from here. If you duplicate yourself in all 6 of the people that you have introduced to the business, you now have a total of 7 times 100 points of turnover in your business, giving you 700 points worth of turnover. And the figures might be a little bit low, but it's a start. It's 800 Rand, roundabouts maybe 1,000 Rand that you could find yourself earning on that. So Neolife takes care of all the admin of your business. They work out your volumes for you. You do the fun things of talking to people, encouraging them and developing them. And we'll come to that perhaps a little bit later on. So now you've got 6 people and you're earning an extra 800 odd Rand a month. How do you earn more money? Well, you want to start duplicating yourself. The whole system is built on duplication. So you help others to do the same. So in the example that I'm showing you here, we have that first person, we help them to find their first 2, and then we'll help them to find their next 2. What that means is that you've added 6 people, one at a time, and you've helped one person to find just 2 people, and then each of those 2 people to find 2 people that are keen to earn some extra income. What will happen for you in terms of the income that you're going to earn? Well, you're going to now find that you're going to have 700 points of your own, 700 points from that unit up on the top there, and 600 points of your own that you're going to be accumulating, and you're going to have 1,300 points worth of turnover in the course of that month. That amounts to about 1,800, maybe 2,200 Rand a month. So you've more than doubled your income. You're not working any harder like you have to in the working space to earn extra income, and very often not for any extra income. But you've duplicated yourself. You've helped the person on the right there to earn themselves about 800 Rand because they've got 700 points. And you're earning an extra 1,800, maybe 2,000 or more Rand a month, depending on how many customers you've got buying from you and the total points that are there. But if you're using that figure, that's where we're at. How do we earn more income? Well, my brother-in-law said, everybody's got a dream and everybody wants to earn a little bit more income. So let's say that each person of these others also builds a unit, a 700-point unit. So now over a period of time, you've got 6 people with 700-point units. You're still doing your 100 points. So you've got 6 times 700 plus your 100 points gives you 4,300 points worth of turnover in the month. That's equivalent to about $4,300 worth of turnover on which you will earn a commission. And so you could expect yourself to earn something like an extra 12,000 Rand a month. In fact, even much more. I know people who earn considerably more than that. They just share the business. They care enough for people. They help to develop the people that they've got. And over a period of time, they are earning these incredible incomes without having to stand in a shop, without having to clock in, without having to clock out from work. You just go and do, as I said, the fun things there. So what happens from here? You've used the products, you've shared the opportunity and the products. Then we come to personal development. And what I really enjoy about this whole personal development thing is that we are in the process of helping people to develop themselves. And what's really exciting about this is that we have the Eagle team, which is there to help us with all sorts of training materials, with various events and incentives, with various support systems that are out there, boot camps, leadership camps, other events that happen around the different regions of Africa and even around the world. And the incentives that we have are really quite exciting. There's some really awesome lifestyle events that you can attend as well. And so personal development is really critical in this business because, in fact, we are working with people. And so to grow your business bigger, you need to develop yourself and grow yourself just that much more in order to have the skills to equip the people that you're working with. So where do we go from here? Well, I'm going to just give you a quick summary of what we've got, and I'm going to just talk you through this. So we summarize, you introduce 6 people to the concept, you share the products and the opportunity. They each, in this, just as an example, you don't have to do it exactly this way, just an example to show how it works. They get 2 and you help them to get 2 each. And it's not about working harder. It's about actually building together. And that for me is really important. You're working with a community of people who've got dreams. And what I like about the power of the plan, it's simple to understand. It's duplicatable or duplicable. The system can be done by anybody. You don't have to have any particular education to do it. It's scalable. It can start off small and grow and grow and grow over a period of time. And it's about people first and helping the people. The step we need to take in about this is that you start off as to go through the details. There's different commissions that you can earn as you step up in the business from distributor to manager to senior manager, executive manager, director, and beyond. I haven't shown the whole plan there. There is just so much more. The model that I showed you this evening is a director model. So if you're wanting to earn about 15,000 Rand, you aim to step up regularly over a period of time and become a director. If you want more than that, you help more people to grow and you step up to the other levels of the business that there are. So we just need to keep on climbing, keep on growing, and keep on going. You're going to have disappointments. The business is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And one of the things that I like about it is if you remain simple in your own thinking, you'll be amazed at what you can actually achieve. So at the end of the day, the decision is really yours as to whether you want to register, and that's the first step. Commit yourself to growth through our 3 daily success habits of using the products, sharing the opportunity in the products, and growing yourself. However, if you really want to become successful, you want to get involved, you want to plug into all that the system has in terms of events and community activities, because the more you plug in, the more you're going to gain. And the more you gain, the more you're going to grow. And therefore, you're going to find yourself stepping up and becoming the leader that you were actually designed and called to be. What are the benefits of doing that? Well, it's more than just income. For me, there's a tremendous sense of purpose. You're touching people's lives. You're leaving a legacy. You've got adventure. I'm doing this the other way around, folks, not the normal way the clock goes. We've got to change the way we think. There's support, there's relationships, there's finances that can keep growing. And above all, there's the health that you can get through this opportunity because you use the products and you can carry out your life purpose in a way that is different to those who don't have the quality of the systems and the products and the business plan that we have. So where do you go to from here? or where are you? Well, you need to choose your starting point. You can decide to start as a retail customer. And as you see there, I've put my own personal link. The person who invited you would have their own free Neolife link to their website that you could register as a retail customer. That means you can buy products at retail, and the person who invited you would be very happy for the profit. Otherwise, you can decide to register as a member where you get a discount and you have access to the website for your ordering as well. However, if you really want to become a business builder who is wanting to leave a legacy and make an impact that lives well beyond you, we know people who are already in this business at the third generation, you can decide to become a business builder. And if you look on the right there, there's a number of different business startup options. The opportunity is the same for all of them, but each of those have different products in them. The one that I would strongly recommend that you do is similar to the one that we started with, is the combo kit. And there's a lot of very valid logic in that one, because in that particular kit, you are going to get a whole bunch of products that you can actually use for yourself that come out of the company. There are cleaning products. The yellow and the pink one there is a cleaning product. Very, very economical, very effective. You've got Pro Vitality, which will give you a huge boost in terms of your energy. And then we've got some personal care, some skincare, and a couple of other supplements. And what that means is that you're giving your new people the opportunity to start solid using those particular products from the kit. If you start with one of the others, you can still build the business, but it's going to take you a while to get your confidence up that the products work. I was very skeptical when we started in the business. I didn't believe in the products. I didn't believe in nutrition, but I heard the message from the people that we attended training with. Use your own product. Become a product of the product. You've got to experience them so that you can talk about them. And that combo kit will give you the opportunity to have that best opportunity to get yourself a solid foundation to start off your business and to build well. So where do we go from here? Well, we need to open the door to your future. It's a simple step. You can begin that powerful journey. You've got to make the time. You're going to have the health. You're going to build those relationships, and you're going to change your future. The person who invited you can send you their link, and you can go and register online on their link right now, straight after the presentation, and you can become a part of this incredible family that we have in Neolife. And something has gone here where this is now. Oh, I know what's happened. I wasn't meant to click on that particular slide. Folks, we're going to go back over here. I just need to take that one out. There we go. I need to do this here. There we go. I'm up to here. Whoopsie daisy. Anyway, I wanted to pull up my slide again. What fun we have. There we go. When plans don't go the way you want them to. So what will you do with this moment? You know, we've presented you with the opportunity, and many people have presented it and seen it. But are you one of those who acts? Because in fact, the future starts today. And if you make a decision that you want to start today, you can get hold of that person who invited you. They will send you the link to your Neolife website or their Neolife website, and they can get you up and running immediately tonight. And you can start on that incredible journey of building your business and living a life that is different, meaningful, and powerful. So from my side, in a rather chilly Makanda, I would like to say to you, you need to make that decision tonight. Don't waste your time. Don't delay. Don't be skeptical like I was. We wasted a lot of time deciding that I would eventually get started in the business. So from my side, that fire is a GIF. It's not a real fire, but the warmth of that fire goes out from me to you, and may you have a wonderful evening, a wonderful year, and above all, an incredible journey as you start building your business and touching the lives of many hundreds of people. Go well, and God bless from here in Grahamstown.